Welcome sewers, seamstresses, tailors, whatever it is, or small businesses, whatever it is that brings you here. Welcome. Thank you for watching and thank you for coming to my channel. I appreciate my subscribers. I appreciate each and every person that does watch my videos. I know there's a lot of people watching, but a lot of you are not subscribers. So please subscribe to this channel if you like the content that I share here. Even if you're from another country, welcome. I have a lot of people who visit my channel that are from other countries and a lot of male participants, and I want to thank you all for being here. I didn't know I had that wide of a variety of male watchers, but I do. So thank you for watching, and I will try to tone things a little bit more towards the male a little bit, since I have so many male watchers on my channel. So thank you for being here, and thank you for listening. Today we're going to be talking about A-plus supplies, A-plus tailoring tools and supplies that I have used, some of them for over 25 years. And I say A-plus because some of them are fantastic. If you just learn how to use them correctly, some of them can really help you in your business, and I think you'll like them too. I've been using a few of these tools for, a long time, for 25 years, and some of them I've just started using within the last 3 years or so. But they can help you in your business as well. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Make sure to hit the like button and give me the thumbs up on this video, because that helps me with my algorithm. And if you want me to continue to keep sharing my experience and my tailoring skills here and things, I need to know if you like it or not. And if you don't like it, I will probably fall off and go and do another idea, right? So make sure that you give me the thumbs up to keep me coming back and to keep posting new videos. So anyway, we're going to go ahead. By the way, my name is Itin. I'm a small business coach and tailoring coach, and I help people who have sewing shops or small businesses and want to be able to start driving traffic and to move the traffic to their either brick and mortar store or to the online space where they can start making sales and start bringing in another stream of income, another stream of traffic to their location or to their online location, which could be either a platform that you sell off of like Etsy or Bonanza or eBay, or it could mean selling off of your own website, whichever is the case for you. So we're going to go ahead. So these supplies that I have been using. So the first one is, number one, is alteration tags. So I have an example here of the alteration tag that I use. And what I like about this tag is that it has its own number, right? It has its own number, and then it has its own claim check down here that is perforated, so you rip that part off and you give that to your client, right? So it will say on here, we put the date and then we put the client's name. Usually we don't really get an address, but we put the phone number in here. Sometimes if we can get their email address, we'll put it in here too. And then we write, their amount, what it is we're doing. It has just a small space for what it is we're doing, right? That's why I like to use another sheet of paper, or sometimes I'll just turn it over on the back where it has all these other different things to do, and then I'll write in here what it is I need to do, or what it is we're working on, what we're going to be doing, and what we're going to be charging for. So that way it kind of breaks things down for the customer, and you can always have this in reference to be able to go back and say, hey, I worked on shortened sleeves, and then maybe I took in the sides of your jacket. So it breaks it down, the prices, and you're able to let them know exactly what it is they're paying for, right? So, and then it has vest and pants. It has waist, waist in, or waist out. You can write in there thighs, legs, knee, bottom, the hem, with cuffs, without cuffs, things like that. So you can just circle one of those, right? So that's what you could do. And then, you go on to say what's really important is what garment it is and what garments they're bringing in. Say, 2 suits, 3 suits, a vest, whatever it may be, 3 or 4 pairs of pants, whatever it is. and then when to contact them, and the price over here. So you'll have the price over here, and then when it's due, right? So I not only write when it's due down here where it says will call to be done, and will call right here. So I'll write when it's supposed to be done. And then I also, up here in this nice little area here, I'll write on here, if it's due on Tuesday, I'll write Tuesday, July, such and such, so that's what I do. That way I can see it from my rack. I can see it right there when it's hanging in my rack. And I can see the due date right there. So that's what I like to do. And then I also do the same thing for them. So I write the date that they bring it in, just like I did up here. And then I'll write how many garments or whatever it is they're bringing in. And then, I will write, when it's due. I'll write the amount, the total amount here. And then on this tag, it says, no goods delivered without this check, right? Without this claim check. I used to have another card that I used to use, and it would say down here, not responsible for items more than 30 days or 60 days. And you could even have that, written on here or whatever you want to do. But it used to say that. There was another supplier that I used for these tags. So I want to eventually make up my own tags and start selling my own alteration tags, because I don't like how they don't give you enough room to write things. And I also don't like the way that it's kind of laid out. But I use these for now. And I've used, a tag similar to this before, all my 25 years. But I would rather write one that I feel that I really like, because I do like that when it states, the other tags that I was using, when it states that, that I'm not responsible for left goods here. So if they keep their goods here and they don't come and pick up for some reason, I end up giving it to a resale shop after, I end up waiting probably about 3 months, actually, but I don't tell the customer that. I tell them after 60 days it's gone, but really I go through there, every 3 months and say, hey, how come they didn't pick up? And if I call them and call them and call them and they still don't pick up to remind them, then, I get rid of it. So I don't clog my shop up with things that are not, people don't come and pick up. And I haven't had a huge problem with that all in the 25 years. Some things I may get an order that I will ask for payment up front. So it just depends on how you want to run your business. I used to always ask for all payments up front. I've kind of gotten away a little bit with that. But, it's nice to have the payments up front, because there are some people who will bring things to you and then not pick up. So if they pay up front, they got money invested in it, they're going to pick up their garments. They're important to them, right? So that's the alteration tag, and it's really nice to have a claim check. That way you can go back and get the garment, because you'll get a lot, especially in prom season and in wedding season, you'll get a lot of wedding dresses that look similar. You'll get a lot of prom dresses. So this is the only way you're going to really keep it straight. And I keep my tags with my garment, and I only work on one thing at a time. That way, I have it. But the other alteration tag that I used to get, it had a longer form, and it had where you could rip off multiple little claim tickets like this. So when you worked on things in production, you could rip one off, so you always had the tag with the garments, with the pants. You could pin this to the pant, and you'd always have it with the particular pant you're working on, and then put it back with the suit or wherever it goes to in the end. So we've done things that way too in the past when it was really, really busy. But I'm just starting back out again after 4 years of being off work, and so it feels pretty good to me. So I've had some brides in here already, and some mother of the brides, and some father of the brides, and it's just been really cool. And to be able to reconnect with the public again, I kind of like it. I love to talk, so I kind of like it. But so yeah, so okay, so that was number one. So then number two is a scheduling system. So I use Acuity Scheduling, and it's a really nice app. I think I pay like 15 something a month for Acuity Scheduling. And I like it because people could go there and schedule their own coaching call. They can go there and schedule their own alteration call or fitting, I'm sorry. And so it's kind of nice that I have that option that people can go there and book a call themselves, right? They can go there and book an appointment themselves. So it's worth paying for that. I love how the system works. There's a lot of different things that you can write on there. You could even charge fees for different things. Like I have a $15 bridal fitting fee. And it's really nice because brides go on there and they book their own call and they pay for their own $15 fitting fee, which goes directly to my PayPal account. And I kind of like that. That way I don't have to get involved so much in booking a call for them, booking an appointment for my alteration clients. They can actually do it themselves, or they can call and I'll put them on the schedule as well. So it keeps me straight with both what I have going on. It keeps me straight, and I'm only looking at one calendar. So it keeps me straight to book calls for my coaching. It keeps me straight for booking my appointments and fittings for my alterations. So I really like it. And I think you'll like it too. So you could go there to Acuity Scheduling System.com and check it out, and it can really help you with your business. It can help you to organize things a little bit better, especially if you have people coming in the door or you have other appointments and things. So it's really nice, and they have a lot of different features that I don't even use. I just use the basic and the simple ones, but they have other features as well. So you can check it out and see what else they have to offer. So the number 3 is I use Access to log all my income. So Access is an app that's through Microsoft Word, and you can buy Microsoft Word for your yearly, pay for it yearly or whatever. That's what I do. It's a little bit on the expensive side, but hey, I get to write my books. I get to write my different writing in Word. I get to do and use a lot of the other tools that comes with it. And Access is one of the tools that comes with it. And you can go there and learn how to manipulate the cells. I will do a video on Access because it's important for tailor shops and for small businesses to start logging their logging their sales, right? You want to keep track of it. I know there's other ones out there. Then I would have to pay extra for that. And if you're willing to pay extra for that, there's other ones out there that you can use to log your sales, or other software that you can use to log your sales. But for me, I think this is just inexpensive because I'm already paying for Word anyway. So it's giving me something that I can track, And I think Google even has something that you can track your sales. So, but I use Access and I really like it. Sorry about that. And so I can write down all of my clients. So I write down my clients on the left-hand side. I write down their phone number. I left a space for email. So if I start collecting emails from my clients, I can start putting their emails in. Their emails is one asset that you can add to your business because you can market to them later. So getting emails from people is very important. So I like to do that. And then you can put in there, the total amount that they spent there, the total amount that you made from them. You can also put in their phone number, the date that they came in, different things like this that may be important to you later on if you want to go back and market to these people, or to give them a call and say, hey, you haven't brought in any alterations in a while. Do you maybe have some things in your closet or your wardrobe that you'd like to start bringing in? I'm here to help you. Just kind of a reminder call about your business, right? And get some people in the door. So cold calling is one thing that, if you're in business, that you'll have to get over that fear of cold calling. It's not that bad once you do it year after year, where you cold call people and just say, hey, I'm thinking about you and wondering if you have anything that you would like to bring in. It's a slow time for me right now, or whatever the case may be. People are really, they like that. They like, that you would call them and say that I have a spot for you now, or whatever, So especially if you're working out a relationship with them. So the number 4 is my cell phone. So I like my cell phone. I'm going to be getting an upgrade here pretty soon, but I'm afraid that I'm so fearful that I'm going to lose all my contacts or just lose all of my photos I can download to my computer, of course, but I don't know. I'm just a little bit skeptical about changing. And when you're used to one cell phone, it's hard to change because you know exactly how everything's going, and then you know move on to some other cell phone, and it's like it doesn't work exactly the same way, or it has different features you have to get used to or whatever. So anyway, and things are going really good right now, and I just don't want to disturb anything. So number 4 is cell phone. And, you know, it's nice to have a cell phone because you can call people back no matter where you are, or you can take a call from a client even if you're out of the office, right? So a lot of times if I'm out of the office, people can still, you know, find my cell phone online. They can still call me on my cell phone. I have my cell phone, you know, on my, you know, other sites, on my website, different things like that. So there's ways that they can get a hold of me, right? And it's really nice because my home phone, yes, I use that all for my business and things, but sometimes a cell phone is nice. Maybe, you know, you could be out shopping or something and I'm not really working that day, but, you know, you could take a call from a client to book an appointment, right? So it's kind of nice to have a cell phone that you could work off of. So if some of you don't have a cell phone, it might be one of your first investments is to get some sort of a cell phone where you can start talking to the clients and you could start taking, you know, appointments and things from the client. So number 5 is file cards. Now, file cards, I usually make them up myself, just out of cardboard, and that's just the days of the week. And I put those file cards in my closet. And when I bring in work, I only use one closet for things coming in. So when things are coming in, I have, you know, Sunday through Saturday of file cards. And I made some just out of cardboard for now because I ordered them and they didn't come in my order. And then they must have been back ordered or something like that, but I still didn't get them. So I'm going to just order them from my supplier. So I'm just going to show you a picture of those. So here's the picture of the file cards. So see, they're Monday through Saturday, I guess these are, you know, it's the same thing, but just switch it around because I do Sunday through Saturday. That's how I set mine up. So you just change it around a little bit. But I'm going to order these. I already got a check mark there. I'm going to order these plastic ones. And they have some other ones too. They have just the letter, you know, Sunday through Saturday. And then they have the plain ones where you could write your own, you know, days of the week if you're only working so many days a week. But I like these, and I'm gonna get those. And I've always used file cards, but the other ones that I had for 25 years were just, you know, not good anymore. So I'm gonna just order a new set. And so yeah, so I like those file cards that you can file in your closet. And then I have a separate closet for things that are all done, right? So, and that doesn't really need a file card. Things are done. And then I just kind of file it by, you know, maybe last name or something like that. And then just, you know, then the customer can just pick up from that closet, you know, or whatever. I can go and get it for them in that closet. So then number 6, and our last one, is Tailor's chalk. Now I use this Tailor's chalk and I really like this Tailor's chalk. This Tailor's chalk is a wax coated or wax based, right? So, and I like this one. And it really has worked great for me. And I've used this one for all my tailoring years, right? And so yeah, so I like this one. And the Tailor's chalk is a little bit on the, you know, kind of, I don't know, comes like this. It's a little bit, you know, waxy. So the steam of your iron takes off the wax, and you can sharpen this, keep sharpening as it gets dull, you know. And one thing about Tailor's chalk is when you're using it, you want to constantly, excuse me, you want to constantly have a sharp piece of chalk when you're using Tailor's chalk, because it can make your measurement that you're working on, like this one. Look how thick that one got. See how thin it is? And then it got, you know, it's wide, right? Compared to a new piece, right? So it can change the line, it can change the measurement on, say, doing cuffs or doing, different things that you're marking, right? And you're, maybe the hem or maybe the cuff or whatever it may be that you're working on. But it can change the, measurement. So you want to make sure that you keep a sharp tailor's chalk. That's one of the main things. You don't want to use a wide piece of tailor's chalk because the measurements will be off. And there's all different kinds of tailor's chalk. And they also have a chalk one that rubs off. I didn't really care for that one as much, but I do like this one. And so this one is, made in the USA, and it's ease of removal, right? So for industrial use only. So I like that one, but I was just looking in my supplier's catalog and at the chalk. Let me see if I can find it. And I'm just going to mention to you some of the different ones, but this one has always worked really great for me. But there are different ones that you can choose depending on what you want to work on, or how you want to get rid of the chalk mark, right? And I like the one with the steam because it just is fast and it gets rid of it right away. So tailor's chalk. So they have some different ones. They have, it's called Jim's Clay Chalk. So this is a clay chalk. And then they have Triangle Clay Chalk, and then Dixon Clay Chalk. So some of these others are clay-based. Those are probably the ones that you would just be able to rub off, I would imagine. Also, and always test your chalk before using. And don't use chalk on silks. It does not come off well. So you want to be very careful in anything that is really... fabrics that are delicate. You want to be very careful with chalk. I would rather use pens, and I know that I am not going to damage it, right? The garment. And then there's Wax Tailor's Chalk, and then there's Super Glide Wax Chalk, and then there's Disappearing Chalk, Hidden Glow Chalk, and then the Triple Wear Wax Chalk is what I use. And so there's different kinds. And so you can, and then there's also some of these offer a different color. Like some of these Jim's chalk offer a yellow, a red, and a blue, and a white. So it's a variety pack that comes in the tailor's chalk. So just depending on what it is you want to use it for, what it is you work on a lot, that will determine what you want to, what type of chalk you want to use. So I hope that really helped you to figure out. Let's see if there's anything else in this book that I can talk about for a bonus. I'll give you a little bonus here. One bonus that I can give you is when you use tape measures, right? So in my experience from using tape measures, the long tape measure, right? You want to make sure that you use a tape measure that is fabric-based tape measure, and not one that is plastic. Because if you live in an area where it's really hot and it's really humid, a lot of those plastic tape measures can change. They can melt. They can kind of stretch through time. So 1 inch won't be 1 inch anymore. It'll be, 1.25 inches, or more. So you want to make sure that you're using cloth based tape measures that comes out much better. And it's just, to be safe, rather than sorry that your tape measure, was, ruined, or it stretched and it's not the same measurement anymore. So be careful with that. So that's the best bonus that I could probably give you today out of this book. So I have my catalog there. I'm getting ready to make an order for some other little things. So I hope you're excited to get your shop started. Now, I know that there are a lot of you who are watching who are not subscribed. And I also just want to say to you, if you are starting a shop, or wanting to start a tailor shop or a sewing shop, please put a 1 in the comments below so I know that you are starting a shop. So this can help me to give you different information that can help someone starting a shop. Now, if you're already a tailor shop and you are already going in business, you're already working your business in a tailor shop or sewing shop, put a 3 down below, because that really tells me that you're already educated and already have the skills, so I can bring more information for people who already have the skills. So this kind of will determine and help me with the content that I share here. And if you could please do that for me, I would so appreciate it, because it really helps me to know what content I should share and who my listeners are out there and what they need help with, right? So, and if you wouldn't mind putting in the comments below what it is your most challenging part, what is it that you feel you may need help with? And I would love to reach out to you and help you too. So, yeah, I want everybody to be able to be successful in their sewing shops. I want everyone to be able to make money and to bring in the revenue that they want. And it just takes a little bit of time, and it takes knowing some of these tips that I share here to be able to do that. So you may even be a tailor shop that needs to tweak their business. Maybe you have had a tailor shop for a long time and you're not getting the customers that you used to, and you need help bringing in traffic, or maybe tweaking your shop. Go ahead and put a 10 in the comments below, and I would love to bring more content that can help you to tweak your shop to start making more money, right? So go ahead, and you're always welcome to go to the description box below this video, and you can go there and see my blog. I write about sewing and different things and business in my blog. You can go there and view that on my website. You can also go to my website and book a free call with me. You can go there and listen to a free webinar. You can also go and check out my tailoring book. I wrote a tailoring book after working for 25 years in the tailoring shop. I wrote a book, so you can go there and view my book in the descriptions below. And I'm also going to give you, I don't have it today, but on the next video, I'm going to share with you a thread resource, a thread wholesale resource guide that you can claim just by emailing me, and I'll give you the email in the descriptions of the next video where you can claim that. And there's a bunch of different wholesale thread companies that you can purchase from, right? So everybody needs to have a list of suppliers that they can order from. And sometimes it's hard to find some of these wholesalers that will work with you and to be able to, that you can get thread from. So I'm going to list that, and you can claim that for free in the next video. So I'll remember to do that. So thanks so much for watching, and remember to like and subscribe. This helps me with my algorithm. I really need your help. So thank you so much, and I look forward to talking to you in the next video. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone. Bye-bye now.